everyone, it's Anya here. I'm back with another video for Ophelia Talks, and today we are talking about bobbles. Yep, you heard me, bobbles. So how do you make bobbles? I quite like them. They're easy to make and they're very effective. Now, they are a lot easier if you make them in one color, obviously, because you don't have to switch colors. But I am showing you how to make them in one color, and then I will show you how to deal with your colors. I also have different ways of taking your yarn with you, depending on what your preference is and of course what your colors are, because obviously, as you can tell, in this combination with the white and the blue, it does shine through. So I am using just some chunky yarn, a 6mm hook. You also need your needle for any yarn ends, and of course some scissors. But like I said, this is just a tutorial, so there's no counting stitches or anything. I am just going to show you how to make bobbles. Let's get started. So this is my sample piece where I have started doing some bobbles just in the same color as my main piece of work. Now the way bobbles are made generally is from the back, so you'll have your wrong side facing you and the right side facing away from you, so your bobbles will also be facing away from you. Okay, and I'm now going to show you how to do the bobbles in the same color, and we will change colors in a moment. So generally you'll be doing single crochets in between your bobbles and double crochets for the bobbles themselves. So let's get going. So this here is my stitch in which I have to do a bobble. You have to go and have a look at your pattern to see how many stitches you have to do in between. Okay, I'm just doing a sampler, so I'm just not paying attention to that really for now. So double crochets, yarn over into the stitch and pull up a loop, pull through 2. Now they are double crochets together, so that means we are not going to finish our double crochets, but we are keeping them on our hook. Okay, so I've done 3. I'll now do the 4th one and the 5th one. Now it is possible that your pattern states a different amount, but 5 is sort of general, the ones that they use. So you now have 6 loops on your hook. You yarn over and you pull through all 6, and then you do a chain. That is your bobble done. Now it becomes a bobble by the fact that you are going to pull it down to the next stitch to do a single crochet. There we go. And look, it's now popping out like the others. And then generally you continue doing your round. Now as you can see, I have now finished my row, and normally you are now going to have to turn and work a row of single crochets all along your bobbles. So that's what I am doing now. So I'm doing my stitches before my bobbles, and now you take a look at your bobble, and you know that chain that you did earlier? Well, try and find that and go into it and do a single crochet in there, and then you go straight to behind the bobble, because the bobble is only one stitch. Okay, so straight to behind the bobble to pick up the next stitch, and off you go again. And as you can see, this will sort of finish off the bobble quite nicely and pull it straight and sort of close it up a bit, because it might just sort of open up a bit like that, but this will then put that right again. So I will see you at the end of my round when I am ready to do bobbles on the wrong side again. Okay, so I have now done my round of single crochets all along, and I'm coming back, so working on the wrong side again. I am now going to do a bobble in a different color. So what is going to happen when we do that? Now we need to change color. So first of all, that last single crochet that you do, this is where you're going to change color. So you pull that through and you've changed color. Okay, now we have to make sure that we put our wool to the back of our work, so bring it towards you. Okay, so the white one comes towards us. And now we are going to start doing, keep this one to the side here for now. And now we are going to start doing our bobbles in the next stitch. So yarn over, do your 5 double crochets together, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, now on this pull through we are going to use the white again already. So let's pick up our white, leave the blue there, and we are going to yarn over and pull it through. If you sort of pull it quite tightly, this will bring your bobble into a bobble shape. Chain 1, and now we are ready to start doing our single crochets again. Now, some patterns will have you put this to the back and you do your single crochets. You do a certain amount and then they want you to pick it up and tack it into your stitch like so, and then continue. But this means obviously that your blue is going to be visible. So for example, tack it in again here. So this will have your blue running behind your work like this. Okay, I'm not a fan of this because you've got this and that can be pulled out, whatever. Okay, so let's say we have now come again to the place where we are doing a bobble. Okay, I didn't count. I think I'm in the right place. So let's get the white back again, and we are going to do our last single crochet. Hang on a minute, so we can pull up the color. So we start our single crochet and then we pull up with the blue color. You bring your white to the back like this. You do, so hold it there. You do your 5 double crochets together, 4 and 5. There we go. Then not with the blue but with the white, you're going to pull through, do your chain, and then I would suggest doing the following. So I'm going to leave my wool right here and I am going to take it with me in all my stitches. Now obviously I've chosen 2 very contrasting colors here, so you are going to see this through the wool here. Okay, now if the colors are not that contrasting, it should be okay to do this, and it you know, the colors will sort of fade. You know, you won't be able to see the back color through there. I mean, this one, yes, of course you can't see the color, but you have this on the back. At least here you have this on the back. If you really don't want your color to be visible, then I suggest you do this. So we need to make sure we now have the blue to the back. You start your last single crochet, you finish it with the blue like so, and now you bring the white to the front, to the back, and you are going to do your bobble. Now if you are really concerned about taking with you your yarn and B, it's shining through if it's a delicate thing, then you might need to cut it off and start again each time so that you can weave it in each time into the bobble. Okay, so you would just leave it there and you would just continue with the white, and then you would have to weave it in into the bobble each time. But that means you have 2 ends for every bobble. Now obviously I only have a few bobbles because this is my teaching piece, but if you are doing lots and lots of bobbles, I can imagine that that would make it a lot harder for sewing in, but it all depends on the finished look. And also obviously I have white and blue, and I knew it was going to shine through, but it's just so that you can actually, you know, see what the different options are. So this would be without it obviously, and I would just sew in the end into my bobble here. This is taking it with me, but obviously you've got that one there and here. This is taking it with you in the stitch, and again I think this is the best solution if your colors are not as contrasting as mine are. Okay, so I hope this was fun and do give it a go and see if you like this stitch or not. I am liking it. I know there is a little bit of put your ball there, put your ball there, but if you put one ball here and if you keep changing the main color, I think it works quite well. Okay, so good luck with your bobbles. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. This is where I got to, and I am quite liking this. I am now, do I really want to make up a project with bobbles? Yes, I think so. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!